Hello YouTube viewers, welcome back to a brand new episode of Sundays with Sam, where I share easy recipes with wholesome ingredients that the whole family can enjoy. When I think of comfort food, I think of dal and rice. And today I'm going to share with you a recipe that's very dear to my heart. It's one of the first recipes that my mother-in-law shared with me that her mother shared with her. It's a beautifully light and fragrant tomato and spinach dal that's perfect for any kind of weather. If you're new to Indian cooking and you want to start somewhere, this is a great place to start. This recipe is incredibly easy and it requires ingredients that are easily available anywhere in the world. Just picture this, piping hot dal served on some fluffy rice with the smell of that ghee tadka. I'm telling you, this one's going to become a staple in your house. So let's get started. To a bowl, add a third of a cup of Moong Dal and a third of a cup of Masoor Dal. In India, we usually use these katoris to measure out the amount of dal that we need. But if you don't have access to that, just use a measuring spoon. I'm going to rinse these out thoroughly at least 2 or 3 times. And then add them to a saucepan and fill it with about twice the amount of water. The water, as you can see, reaches just above the dal. Turn your heat up to medium. And when the dal starts to boil, add in a teaspoon of turmeric and salt to taste. At some point, you will notice the top foaming up a little bit, and that's perfectly normal. Just use a spoon to get rid of the foam. I'm going to chop up a tomato and a half and keep it ready to add into the dal. So it's been about 10 minutes and I'd say the dal is about a quarter cooked. I'm just going to add in the tomatoes. Make sure you keep topping up the water in your dal. Now while this is cooking, I'm just going to chop up some spinach and keep it ready to add into the dal. So it's been about 15 minutes and I would say the dal is half cooked. I'm going to add in all the spinach at this point. I've chopped up a lot of spinach because I really like my dal to be very spinachy. Let it continue to boil till it's completely cooked and you can't really separate the dal from the water. At this point, when the dal is completely cooked, check for seasoning. Add in some more salt if required and about 2 teaspoons of sugar. I have in front of me a utensil that we use in India especially for tempering dals. If you don't have access to this, just use a pan or a kadai or whatever else that allows you to heat oil. Add in a tablespoon of ghee and also a little bit of oil. The reason I like to mix these two is because ghee is very precious in my house. I don't have enough of it, so I always like to mix things. Add in a teaspoon of cumin seeds and a teaspoon of black mustard. When they start to crackle and pop a little bit, add in 2 dry red chillies. These are the non-spicy variety. As you can see, they're really beginning to crackle and pop now, and that's a key step when you're going to temper the dal. The dal is really well cooked now, and I'm just going to take my extremely hot oil and temper the dal with it, and this is the sound that you want to look out for. Stir it and let it cook for another 5 minutes or so. So here it is, completely boiled, ready, fragrant as ever with a wonderfully salty, sweet and tangy taste to it. Do give this recipe a try and let me know how you like it. I'll see you next time.